Charlie would be sitting down after extermination. She was extremely bored and sad as she saw an ad in the paper about Fizzeroli performance. She heard he's very funny and charismatic, so even though she didn't like Ozzy's place, she decided to go and watch him perform, as he was going to perform in a little show. As Charlie left, she would miss Vaggie falling down, so Vaggie and Charlie would never meet. As Charlie went to the show, it wasn't at Asmodeus's place, but it was at a smaller place. A place for Fizzeroli himself to be main star of attraction. As everyone watched and laughed, Fizzeroli performed. Suddenly, something would happen as Charlie herself walked in. Fizz would take the notice as the princess herself walked in. And as Fizz started to tell jokes about everyone, he then took a big gulp. Fizzeroli was pretty well known, and he's met Asmodeus, obviously, but the Princess of Hell herself, that is a big deal. As he started to make fun of people in the crowd for a bit, Charlie said, ooh, make fun of me, make fun of me. As Fizz was a little nervous too, he started to make fun of the way she looked, and he started to make fun of the outfit she was wearing. And she looked sad for a moment, but then she said, "Oh my god, you're amazing, that was hilarious." As Charlie just laughed, Fizz would just say, well, thank you. As Fizz finished his show, he started to walk away, and Charlie said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a bit?" Fizz would say, sure. Listen, lady, if you want to hire me out to use me that way, I'm pretty expensive. Then again, you are the princess." So Charlie would say, no. I've been sad lately, you know? Every extermination just gets me down. All the death and destruction. I thought I could use someone to cheer me up. Someone with comedic bits. Could I, hire you sometimes to hang out with me? Just as a friend? Fizz would be confused, as then Fizz was going to take the money, but then he remembered something. He remembered spending time with Asmodeus. In this timeline, they weren't dating, but he still liked him as a friend. And he didn't want to take advantage of someone. He would say, "I'm sorry you can't hire me, but I can still hang out with you, princess." Charlie would say, "I'd like that." As Charlie and Fizz would hang out. They would go watch movies. They would go to circuses. They would just have fun and act like they were best friends. And slowly they became best friends. Fizz really liked Charlie. Charlie was open. She was kind. She was nice. And she wasn't a jerk like a lot of the other people he knew. Eventually, though, years would pass as they became closer and closer, and Charlie would open up a hotel, and she'd become more and more busy. One day, Fizz was with Ozzy as he frowned and looked to the ground. Fizz really upbeat and all around the place, and even if he was sad, he did a great job of hiding it, but this time, Fizz just straight up, well, he looked sad. Ozzy would look at him and say, "What do you want to do, Fizz? Why are you looking like that?" Fizz would say, "I'm spending less and less time with Charlie. She's my best friend. I mean, I knew this would happen. We're only friends, but..." Oz would say, "You like her, don't you?" "What? I asked you out and you said no, even though we have sweet relations." Fizz would say, "I just don't like relationships with people." Funny, because you act like you're in a relationship with Charlie. You do all the stuff that you would do in a relationship, except for the fun, intimate stuff. You like her. You just don't want to ruin things. Go admit it. Fizz would say, "Maybe you're right, but you can't love an imp like me. Look at me. I'm mangled, scarred, and I'm an imp. She's a princess." Ozzy would then grab Fizz and say, "Go ask her out. I order you from the contract." Ozzy would smirk. Fizz would say, "You're not playing fair." "I never do." As then Ozzy would slap his cute behind, as then Fizz would walk out and go to Charlie. It was in the lobby of her hotel. As so was Angel. Angel said, "Holy crap, is that Fizzeroli?" Charlie would say, "Yeah, I know Fizz." As then Charlie would walk up to Fizz and say, "Fizz, what do you want?" Fizz would look at Charlie nervous. He would say, "You know how we've been best friends for years?" Charlie would say, "Yeah." "Would you like to, I don't know, go on just date me?" "No? Okay, bye." Fizz would say, super nervous, as he walked away, as Charlie grabbed his hand and said, "I thought you would never ask." As then they both kissed. As Angel took a picture. "I gotta tweet this." As then Fizz smiled, as he felt so happy now, finally with Charlie, finally with someone he could be with. As they both kissed, it felt magical for both of them. Charlie felt like she could be happy. She felt like she found someone. And Fizz also felt like he found someone. It felt like they were all going to be happy, but then suddenly, Alistair walked towards both of them and said, "Well, well, well, well. It seems like Charlie's having a bit of fun." I don't really get it myself, but if you want to have fun with an imp that's a robot, do your thing. Fizz would say that's, as then Alistair simply disappeared. Charlie would say, "Don't worry about him." As Fizz and Charlie would start to date, eventually Fizz would move into the hotel and help her out and help entertain guests, as he became quite likable. As everyone in the hotel started to like Fizz, Angel liked to hang out with him and, spend time with him and do fun stuff, since Charlie didn't mind that. And, well, Alistair was the only one who didn't really like him, but, Alistair didn't like a lot of people, so there was nothing weird there. Nifty, well, she wished he was more of a bad boy. Besides that, he was fine. Everything was going extremely well for Charlie and Fizz, as they got closer and closer and began to love each other more and more. However, a battle was coming. A week before the battle, Fizz would be at the bar with Husk, as he would sigh. Was concerned. Fizz was usually happy and upbeat. He was, since he knew him. But today, he was just so downtrodden. He was just so depressed. Fizz would look at Husk and say, "I can't protect her, I can't keep her safe." Husk would say, "Because you're an imp? Look, I know she has magic and you don't, but you could still fight." Say, "Yeah, most people can fight, especially since how bad the neighborhoods are around here. You're expected to learn how to fight pretty early on, but I've been an entertainer my whole life, and I've had, high royalty taking care of me, so I don't really know how to." Husk would say, "Oh my god, you can't fight." No, I can't. Not at all. This is bad. Have you told Charlie? No. I mean, everyone just assumes you can fight down here. I'm useless. Totally useless. I should have told her so I could train, but I didn't because I was too nervous. She's gonna think differently of me. Husk would put a finger between his lips to stop him from talking, as then he says, "Charlie doesn't fight that much either. She's kind and caring, but she has a lot of magic power. Just tell her the truth, and you'll be fine." Fizz would sigh. "What if we lose? What if..." Husk would say, "Don't say that. Win or lose, we will go down together." Fizz nodded as he walked up to Charlie. Charlie would look at Fizz and say, What's up?" Fizz was nervous, extremely nervous, but he knew he had to admit this, as Fizz then looked at Charlie and said, "Charlie, I can't fight." Charlie would say, "What? I can't fight." Charlie would say, "I love you, but why didn't you tell me this sooner? We have to train you." As Charlie grabbed Fizz and dragged him down the stairs and started to train with him. Fizz would then train with Charlie to try to turn stronger. But without Vaggie to teach him hand-to-hand combat, Fizz was kind of lacking. However, he would learn a few moves here and there. As Fizz would get along more and more and, get better with his training, eventually the time would be up and Adam would arrive, as his forces were there to invade. True, they weren't there to wipe out Fizz, but he wanted to stay and protect Charlie. Even though Charlie was stronger than him and more powerful than him, she still loved him, and he loved her, and he wanted to be there for her. As all the forces came down, fire rained from above onto the hotel, as then they started to fight one another. As the battle continued, death and destruction was all around them. Fizz would shake from fear as he stayed next to Charlie, trying to protect her, but really she was protecting him. Fizz didn't know what to do. He liked to entertain, he liked to laugh, he liked to joke, and he liked to fool around. He didn't like to see death and destruction. However, suddenly someone flew in front of him. It was Adam, as he laughed. "Oh, so this is your little toy you have fun with. Interesting. Tell me, Fizz, is that your name? How did you meet Charlie anyway?" Charlie said, "It doesn't matter," as she got ready to fight, as in Fizz started to shake even more, terrified, as Adam said, "Aw, your little cute boy scared," as in Adam grabbed him and flew up in the sky, as he put a spear right to his neck. Let's see how scared he is but then suddenly Charlie began to scream as the ground shook as she flew up and punched Adam. As Adam hit Charlie, as then they started to fight each other and push each other with everything they had. As then Fizz looked, as then he started to smile and blush, as he said, "Wow, that's one strong woman." Angel looked and said, "Strong woman, huh? I guess she wears the pants in the relationship and in the bedroom." Fizz would say, "Well, sometimes she does, in fact." What? Fizz then blushed. Angel said, you're blushing. Usually you're so open about things like that. Yeah, but she's really amazing. But then Charlie started to lose. As all hope seemed lost, suddenly Lucifer would show up and save the day, just like in canon. As then Fizz and Charlie would run at each other and hold each other, hug each other, and kiss each other, as they felt love like never before, as they were meant to be together forever. As their love was so strong, it made it so they won the battle. That's where we're going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please, please let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. I love you all. I really enjoyed making this video. I really enjoyed making this ship. This ship was honestly really fun to make. It was really enjoyable to make. And well, you're just so amazing. All of you. For liking my videos, for watching me, and for the fans that started at the beginning when I started with Dragon Ball to now. Has been a big switch, and I talk about it all the time, but I'm glad I switched, and I'm glad I have the fans I have now. And I love you all so, so much, and I'm glad that all of you were born today. If you ever think no one loves you, if you ever think that, well, your birth doesn't have a purpose, it's not up to me to say what purpose is or if anyone has a purpose. All I know is that I'm glad I have fans like you. And I love you. Even though I don't know you personally, even though I don't know what you're going through, I love all of you. And I want you to know that. I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. And that's an order. Peace out.